Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. Um, yeah, like I said in the introduction yesterday, I'm gonna record all the highlights. Um, I think the start of the session, start of the day, is a highlight. So if you're watching live, hey, nice to meet you. Um, yeah, let me do some analysis on my session. What I will be doing today. Um, We've seen a nice push, especially on Kraken, um, where Bitcoin decided to go a little bit more up. Um, yeah, I think we could aim for 70k this week, maybe even higher, as I consider this a range. So, um, so yeah, we mainly will be looking at longs for this week if this structure um, plays out. So if we reject on, if you can see the confluence of the hour 400 100 MA and the hour 4 hour 200 MA, if we start to correct and go down here, I expect more chop, maybe with a breakout later. Um, or we completely break down to the downside of the range, sweep those lows. Um, then this is around 64k. I will look to build shorts with the algorithm. So yeah, that's pretty important. Um, but for now, I will look for longs as the market shows me. Okay, we're going up, so yeah, we're just gonna long. It's not that hard. You actually just have to look at the chart and accept what the chart is trying to tell you. And when the lower time frame shows you some weakness, like if we create a double top now around the 4 hour 200 MA, we might want to consider shorting a little. Like explained in the introduction video yesterday, um, it's on the Pino API YouTube channel. I'm also running shorts, so not a lot, just a 2K API, but it should even out a little bit of the risk when we correct or when we are wrong. We still make a little bit of money on the shorts. But overall, I think when we look at the volume, just at the indicator, I think it looks good for some more upside. Um, so yeah, that's what we're gonna play. So right now, I'm just gonna check if if we have some strong performers today, especially strong performance, which I would like to trade, and I will also check for news. So as you can see, I use cryptocraft.com/calendar, and it basically shows all the important news events for the US market, but also Europe. Um, yeah, so as you can see, Friday we have the US Bitcoin futures expiration. I think this is based on the CME. Um, it might impact the price a little. But other than that, it's all yellow, so these are all not major events to track actively. So yeah, this is Kraken. This is the account where we're gonna take a lot of risk with. Um, yeah, this is Pino API, the platform I work for as well, um, and I like to inspire people and also promote it a little. I have to be completely honest by doing this challenge, and hopefully, yeah, get to the 500k mark. Trading View, self-explanatory. Yeah, it explains itself. It's a charting platform with a lot of nice data. They really have grown in the past few years. yeah, I really recommend using TradingView over all the other competitors because they are just fucking awesome. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I am by Pino API, but not by Kraken or TradingView. So yeah, so we do not have any major macroeconomic news events this week, other than a little futures expiration, which is okay. So right now I'm just gonna look at yeah, the top performers of the 4 hour. And as you can see, we have Saga again. And this coin is particularly interesting because it just got listed on Kraken. Let's see. Oh. So as you can see, the turnover is pretty low. But this could actually be a good thing because we also have dynamic TP, and it's a system that basically trades moves like this, and yeah, really takes advantage of the volatility. So when I look at the 15 minutes, it looks okay, but I want to look at the 5 minute now. Let's also look at the 10-minute chart. What are we doing? Okay, so the weekly is not really relevant now. Daily. Okay. Yeah, let's drag a little Fibonacci. People who know my analysis style, they know I like Fibonacci moving averages confluence. And I also just draw horizontal support and resistance lines, mainly with boxes, because boxes are great. So I think right now what Saga is trying to do is create a higher low on this horizontal support level. But we already have this great big ass candle to the upside saying it got rejected. So what we want to see now is a retest of, I think, $5, which is a psychological level. And if we manage to claim it, I think we could create a new higher low here, just under 5. But right now I just want to play this range. I expect the price to chop here, and we either break down and we hope to get out, or we trade this range and the current volatility. So right now I'm just gonna unflag all symbols, and I am going to flag Saga as interesting for, let's see, interesting for my long Mars attack. I would like to spread the risk a little, so I'm going to also trade some other shitcoins because Saga is definitely a shitcoin. Just to diversify my risk. Maybe 2 or 3. And if one of them shows, okay, I really want to go ham, I really want to make a lot of money for you, I'm just going to put all weight on that particular coin and yeah, moon the fuck out of the bag. So yeah, let's see. I also tend to look at volatility. For example, this coin looks pretty sweet as well. Let's zoom in on it. Oh. So, as you can see, I also look at volume. I think it's pretty relevant when we... Okay, this is a nice mover. I think it's pretty relevant when we have more volume on our account. Right now we're trading with 500. If we compound this quickly, we will go to maybe 4 or 5k. Then it will be relevant for us to see how much volume. Okay, this is a very nice coin right now to actually short, to be honest, because we are overextending over the 4-hour 200 MA. Daily close. Yeah, I think what we are gonna see is either a test of this buy side liquidity and probably a rejection back down to the daily, sweeping the stops here. That's the most likely scenario for me. And if it falls inside our deviation of Mars Attack, which is 20%. So yeah, it's not really a range play, but let's see the Fibonacci on this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit more risky, but right now at the beginning I'd like to take some more risk. So I'll also add it to the long setup. Pepe, I don't like to trade Pepe because there's so much downside potential. Like if you go back to the daily 200 MA, it's already 60%. So that's not something I like to trade. WUSD looks pretty good for more upside, but still, yeah, what you can see, it's basically a triangle forming, and we either break to the upside or we break to the downside. And because it's new, it's really hard to tell where we're going. Like I can already tell it's right here, as you can see on the high time frame, and now we are basically retesting the triangle high. So I think the volume is also pretty darn low. Oh, okay, it's still okay. Well, what's nice to see is also the funding rates are negative, meaning we actually get a funding premium from the shorts. So that's also nice, especially when you get into deviation. Your bags get heavier because the algorithm is trading for you. We actually gain funding fee as well, but it changes every hour on Kraken. So, but it's a nice indication to see where price might be going. As bigger fish like to trade with the funding, receiving funding. Okay, let's put it on purple as a second opinion. Yeah, so the graph was also on my list. Not sure if it's volatile enough though. If you can see, it creates these nice solid bases, but right now it's still, yeah, nah, I don't think it's volatile enough for what we try to achieve here. WIF is another coin I like how volatile it gets, but it's the same as Pepe. Once it corrects, and I mean really corrects, there's so much downside potential, so much sell side liquidity on the downside. I think we could easily go below 1. And that's, yeah, close to a minus 70% deviation. So it's not really a valid option for us to trade. Phantom. Okay, this is nice. Phantom actually. Yeah, I think it's also too slow. We really want to trade volatile shit right now. And oh, yeah, let's see. Okay, this is quite interesting and attractive to me because, as you can see, there's a big range over here and we're still below. So a logical explanation of this would be we will try to reclaim the 4-hour 200 MAs and then get sucked back into this range. Not sure if it's volatile enough. I think Ordi is pretty nice to trade actually. Yeah, I think there's nice potential for upside on Ordi. Let's add it. It's also quite volatile actually. So right now we have two coins that are really interesting, I think. So we are going to create... Oh fuck, I will have to blur my email. So we are going to create a new setup. Marsetec. Long. And yeah, since we are looking to scale our risk, we're just gonna start with... Oh, it requires 3 weight. Ordi. Just requires 1 weight. And W. So right now, as you can see, we're not using all the weight, but right now I'm just gonna select Ethereum and add the maximum amount of weight. So yeah. The thing is, if you scale risk, you just run the minimum at first, and once the market proves itself, it supports your idea, your bias, you just add more weight. So right now we're removing Ethereum, so it gives us more weight. So let's start with Gal. As you can see, I'm not really discreet on where I enter. Right now we just want to go to the finish line, which is a 1x 100 profit, 100% profit. So right now we're just rushing, taking more risk, being less discretionary on our entries. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, we're gonna start Ordi as well. For W, I think I want to... Yeah, okay, right now we're under the triangle. Yeah, I think it's good to wait a little bit longer on W, because I prefer to just start around the daily open rather than start at the high of the range. Even though your bags will be filled, I think with a newer coin like this, I think it's... Oh, did I forget about Saga, or am I just being stupid here? Yeah, okay. So Saga is new, so that's why it didn't show up on my list. So we can add Saga. Let's go. 1 weight minimum. So yeah, as you can see, it starts. Yeah, Gal is also going up. We're already up like 1% almost on our initial initial entry. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait with the W. Let's see. I'm just gonna put a little line. I think at the 05 Fibonacci retracement. This yeah, I think in the middle. I think I would like to start here, so I just put an alert here. So when the candle crosses this, I will be get a notification, and I'll probably start it. But right now, I just want to see what this structure turns out to be. that's not really relevant. Yeah, it's nice because Kraken lets you configure this the way you want it. That's pretty sweet. So right now, as you can see, we can just see the instrument itself, the side, long or short. The price where it's at right now, I don't think that's very relevant. Well, the profit and loss in US dollar value and profit loss in percentual value and the total cost. So how much in US dollar are we currently exposed? Yeah, I think this is all that's relevant for us. It should be inside the frame. Yeah, it's inside the frame. Nice. Yeah, so now it's just a basically a waiting game of our algorithms generating returns. So let's have a look at the other more stable algos I'm running. Let's see. Let's do a quick refresh. So overnight I made almost $15 on the more stable algos because of the up move of Bitcoin. So yeah, because of, let's put Bitcoin here. So, more relevant. So yeah, a little bit of explanation for the people who do not know Pinot API. This is my current balance of all the APIs I'm currently I have connected to Pinot. The challenge is with 20k, so I have still 7.5k, no 6.5k somewhere. Because if something bad happens, I can always, and that's for my low risk setups, I can always just put more money in it and double the deviation for my hodl zones. So I'll basically have a bag that's doing nothing, and this is currently my exposure, but in total I will be only using 20k. So I either liquidate the entire 20k or I climb, take losses now and then and climb to 500k. This is the current unrealized P&L, so this is what's currently happening in the positions. My biggest drawdown is currently on the shorts, which is pretty self-explanatory because the market is going up right now. And yeah, these are all low risk setups. The sixth one I haven't started yet because I would like to wait for a correction to enter. Then the other low risk bags are getting filled, and here I have different entry points, spreading my risk, etc., etc. So yeah, that's what you're looking at right now. These are the trade zones. Right now they're all in green, meaning the algorithms are doing their thing. When your setup deviates more, you could end up in the hodl zone, where the algorithms will be doing nothing, just waiting and hodling. So ideally you like to stay inside the trade zones because that's where the algorithms excel and try to generate as much profit as possible. We also have the danger zone. If you see the danger zone right here, you're probably fucked. So there's a thin line between seeing danger zone and getting liquidated. So you might be seeing it on the stream one day. Yeah, so right now it's just a waiting game. For the people who watch this on YouTube, Yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to go to the community on Telegram. Just let me know, or chat in Twitch. Yeah, so this was the introduction, and right now I'm just gonna wait and see if something special happens, then record it again, and post the highlights on YouTube. And yeah, this is it. Life of a trader. You can just sit behind your computer or do something else until something fancy happens again. There's pretty much not more to it than this.